The Northern Lights are among the most spectacular natural phenomena on Earth. Their colorful waves of light move across the night sky, creating a breathtaking display that has amazed people for thousands of years. Green is the most common color, but shades of pink, purple, red, blue, and yellow can also appear under certain conditions. Every year, countless travelers visit northern regions in the hope of witnessing this unforgettable event with their own eyes. Scientists study the Northern Lights to understand the complex relationship between the sun and the Earth's atmosphere, while many cultures continue to associate them with legends and spiritual beliefs. The combination of science, beauty, and mystery makes the Northern Lights one of the world's most fascinating natural wonders. The scientific name for the Northern Lights is the Aurora Borealis. The word aurora comes from the Roman goddess of dawn, while borealis means northern. Together, the name describes the beautiful lights that appear in the northern part of the world. A similar phenomenon occurs in the southern hemisphere and is called the Aurora Australis, or the Southern Lights. Although both displays are created by the same natural process, they are visible in different parts of the planet because of the Earth's magnetic field. People living near the Arctic Circle have the greatest opportunity to see the Northern Lights during the long, dark winter months. The Northern Lights begin with activity on the sun. Our sun constantly releases tiny charged particles into space through a stream known as the solar wind. Most of these particles pass by the Earth without causing any visible effects because the planet's magnetic field protects us from harmful solar radiation. However, some particles become trapped by the magnetic field and are guided toward the north and south poles. As they travel into the upper atmosphere, they collide with gases such as oxygen and nitrogen. These collisions release energy in the form of light, creating the colorful patterns that people observe in the night sky. Different colors appear because of the various gases found in the Earth's atmosphere and the altitude at which the collisions occur. Oxygen is responsible for the bright green color that people see most often. It can also produce rare red lights at higher altitudes. Nitrogen creates blue and purple shades, while combinations of different gases sometimes produce pink or yellow colors. The exact appearance of the aurora changes from one night to another because the strength of solar activity and atmospheric conditions are always changing. As a result, no two displays are exactly the same. The shape and movement of the Northern Lights are equally impressive. Sometimes the lights appear as long, glowing curtains that stretch across the horizon. At other times, they look like arches, ribbons, spirals, or dancing waves. They may move slowly and peacefully for several minutes before suddenly becoming brighter and more active. During periods of intense solar activity, the lights can spread across large areas of the sky and produce spectacular displays that leave viewers speechless. This constant movement makes the experience feel alive, as if the sky itself is performing a silent dance. Throughout history, many cultures have created legends to explain the Northern Lights because they did not understand the scientific reasons behind them. Some indigenous peoples believed the lights were the spirits of ancestors watching over the living. Others thought they represented heavenly animals, powerful gods, or warriors crossing the sky. In parts of Scandinavia, old stories connected the lights with magical creatures or messages from the spirit world. These traditional beliefs were passed down from one generation to another and became an important part of local culture. Although science now explains the physical causes of the aurora, these ancient stories continue to add a sense of wonder to the phenomenon. The Northern Lights are visible in several countries located close to the Arctic Circle. Popular destinations include Norway, Sweden, Finland, Iceland, Canada, Alaska in the United States, and parts of Greenland. These regions offer long winter nights, which provide excellent conditions for viewing the lights. Tourists often travel to remote locations far from large cities because artificial light can make the aurora more difficult to see. Clear skies are also essential, since clouds may completely hide the display. For this reason, many visitors stay for several nights to increase their chances of seeing the lights. Watching the northern lights requires both planning and patience. The best viewing season usually lasts from late autumn until early spring, when nights are longest. Cold weather alone does not guarantee a successful experience because solar activity changes constantly. Many travelers carefully check weather forecasts and aurora predictions before going outside. Sometimes people wait for several hours without seeing anything, while on other nights, the lights suddenly appear and brighten within minutes. This uncertainty makes every successful sighting feel even more special and memorable. Modern technology has greatly improved scientists' understanding of the northern lights. Satellites monitor activity on the sun and measure the solar wind as it travels toward the Earth. Ground-based observatories use powerful cameras and scientific instruments to record changes in the atmosphere. Researchers combine information from these sources to predict when strong auroras are likely to occur. Although these forecasts are not always perfect, they help both scientists and tourists prepare for possible displays. Ongoing research continues to improve our knowledge of space weather and its effects on our planet. The northern lights are not only beautiful, but also scientifically important. Strong solar storms that produce intense auroras can sometimes affect modern technology. Powerful bursts of charged particles may interfere with satellite communications, GPS systems, radio signals, and even electricity networks. Airlines occasionally change flight routes near the polar regions to reduce communication problems during periods of increased solar activity. By studying the aurora, scientists gain valuable information that helps protect important technologies used in everyday life. This research has become increasingly important as modern society depends more heavily on electronic communication systems. Photography has made the northern lights even more famous around the world. Modern digital cameras can capture details and colors that are sometimes difficult for the human eye to notice. Stunning photographs shared through books, magazines, television programs, and social media inspire many people to add the northern lights to their travel plans. However, experienced photographers often explain that capturing the perfect image requires preparation, patience, and the right equipment. Long camera exposures and stable tripods are usually needed to produce the clearest photographs. Even then, changing weather conditions can make every photography session unpredictable. Tourism connected with the northern lights has become an important source of income for many northern communities. Hotels, tour companies, restaurants, and local guides welcome visitors from all over the world during the winter season. Many tours also include activities such as dog sledding, snowmobiling, ice fishing, or visiting traditional villages. These experiences allow tourists to learn more about local culture while waiting for the aurora to appear. Responsible tourism is especially important because many viewing locations are found in environmentally sensitive areas that require careful protection. Climate change may also influence future opportunities to observe the northern lights. Although the aurora itself is created by solar activity rather than weather, changing climate conditions may affect travel, snowfall, cloud cover, and access to certain northern regions. Scientists continue to study these possible effects while encouraging sustainable tourism practices that reduce environmental damage. Protecting natural landscapes ensures that future generations will continue to enjoy both the beauty of the Arctic and the unforgettable experience of watching the northern lights. The northern lights also remind us how closely connected the Earth is to the rest of the universe. Events taking place millions of kilometers away on the surface of the sun can produce breathtaking displays in our own atmosphere. This connection demonstrates that our planet is part of a much larger system where different natural forces constantly interact. Observing the aurora encourages people to appreciate both the beauty of nature and the importance of scientific research in explaining extraordinary events that once seemed impossible to understand. Overall, the northern lights remain one of the most extraordinary natural spectacles on our planet. Their colorful patterns, graceful movements, and unpredictable appearance continue to inspire wonder among scientists, travelers, photographers, and local communities alike. While modern science has explained the physical processes that create the aurora, its beauty has lost none of its power to amaze those fortunate enough to witness it. The Northern Lights represent a perfect combination of natural science, cultural history, and breathtaking scenery. Whether admired through scientific study or simply enjoyed beneath a clear winter sky, they continue to remind us of the remarkable beauty and complexity of the natural world.